I'm taped up, ready to go. Welcome back to Semojo Homestead, guys. Why am I so taped up? Because today we are going to go battle poison ivy. Bring it on. I'm going to tell you why. Let's go. All right, here we go. This right here, if you don't know, is the vine from hell. It is poison ivy. I'm very allergic to it. So why am I out here playing with it? It's in our garden. And it's starting to take over our garden. So we have got to get it out of here. The only other option would be to spray it, which we really don't want to do because it is in the garden. So we've got a pretty rainy day. Rain's kind of coming in and out today, so everything is pretty wet. This is strictly a hypothesis that basically has kind of been proven right in my case. And that is that when it has been raining, it actually washes a lot of that excess oil off the leaves. I'm hoping that's going to be the case because there's a lot in here and I'm going to really have to get into it. But I'm taped up, only going to be using this hand. And I'm really hoping that that combined with less oil on the leaves, combined with some prayer, will keep this from being a horrible, horrible experience. But as I said, it's either this or spray, which we really don't want to do since it's in here with our blueberries. As I do go through, I am going to just kind of loosely weed out all this other grass, which we're not really that concerned about because it is just underneath the blueberries. It's not really getting into the rest of the garden. Throw it to the goats. The reason I want to do that is, one, because I don't know what remnants of the oil is on what, and two, I want to make sure I have a clear path to see where all of this poison ivy is so that we can try to get all of it out of here. Unfortunately, like a lot of vines, poison ivy will continue to come back off of the roots. We had knocked it back pretty much all the way and haven't had to deal with it at all the last at least 2 years. I thought we had completely gotten it. I kind of got lazy on keeping an eye on it. And then the other day, I looked back here and realized, oh crap, we got like a whole patch of poison ivy in here. So now we're back at it. So fun fact, if you didn't know, is goats love to eat poison ivy and it will not affect them at all. Now, obviously, if they are in a whole big thicket of poison ivy or whatever, and then come over to you and rub up on you, they're going to give it to you because they can still carry the oils, but it doesn't affect them. It doesn't hurt them, doesn't cause them to break out. They can eat it. It doesn't mess with their insides. And so as soon as they realize I'm over here pulling weeds, they're going to come over here and they're going to want a piece of this tasty treat. Here she comes. Hey girl, come eat. Knew I could count on you, Elsa. Elsa, this goat right here, is the goat that eats everything that we put in there. It's great. The others are kind of picky, but she will go after just about anything and eat just about anything. Like banana skins are supposed to be a treat for goats. None of our goats like banana skins or peels, but she does. She'll eat them. All right, guys. I either successfully did it or did not. I'll have to let you know later. Maybe I'll know before this video goes up. But got one more really bad section. This is actually was kind of where it all started on this tree right here. So you can see the vine right there going up, up, up. That's blueberry. That's poison ivy. Look at that healthy beast. I hate this stuff. So gonna get that pulled off and then make sure that that is all of it, and I'll talk to you about what to do as soon as you're done. Some quick ID on this because it is often mistaken for Virginia creeper. So poison ivy is going to have 3 leaves. Everybody, I feel like, knows that, but then they start second guessing it when they see Virginia creeper. And ivy, no, we are talking about poison ivy, not poison oak, does have slight serration on those leaves. You can see they're a little bit abnormal, but for the most part, that center leaf is going to be balanced on both sides. You can see it here. And then the 2 bottom leaves that make the 2 and 3 leaf are only going to have the bumps on that outer edge. So that is one easy way that you can identify it. This is what the Virginia creeper looks like. So 5 leaves. They are serrated also, but not quite as defined as the poison ivy. So there's a lot more serration on it. That's that jagged edge when I say that. So every now and then you'll find them that look like this. For whatever reason, they'll just have 3 leaves on there. But Virginia creeper will always have mainly 5 leaves. You're never going to see a vine that's covered in just 3 leaves. So important way to tell them apart. The roots definitely hit my knee, so I'm anticipating having a breakout. If you don't know this, the roots on poison ivy are the most potent part of the bush. So when you see it like climbing up a tree and it's got all the little, like, looks like hairy fibers coming off of it, that's the part you really don't want to touch. The leaves are really bad too, but the roots are really bad. So yeah, that last one I pulled out of the ground, and as I pulled it up, it brushed past my knee. So we shall see. We shall see. All in the name of organic gardening, right? Gotta love it. I think that might be all of it. Not really anticipating it not coming back at all. I'm just gonna have to keep an eye out for it and watch for it. I'm really hoping that we got it pulled up successfully without getting it on me. But like I said, I know there was a time where it hit my knee, so we'll see. But as soon as you get done messing with it, the best thing that you can do is go wash your entire body and try to get that oil off as fast as you can. So that's what I'm going to go do. I do know it hit that. I don't think it hit anything else. I'm going to wash this hand really good just to make sure, because this one was out and exposed. But for the most part, hopefully, fingers crossed, we are safe. So what I was saying about my hypothesis, if you get into poison ivy right after it rained, then your chances are pretty good that you're not going to break out. I worked at a summer camp for 2 summers, and I mean, we would go hiking and stuff like that. There was poison ivy everywhere in some sections, and I'm highly allergic to it. But where this camp was like the upstate of South Carolina, in this one small little corner that is actually considered a rainforest because they average 100 inches of rain a year. So it was wet a lot. It rained every week. And if we went by that poison ivy, or if I knew that I had brushed up against it, obviously accidentally, when it was wet, I never broke out. And I mean, we're talking about, like, this is like a outdoor camp where you're not going to take a shower every single day. So it wasn't that I was washing it off, but it would seem to wash the oil off the leaves of the plant. And so it was less potent, and to a level to where, at least for me, I tended to not really break out. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case today, and we'll see. Again, I will keep you posted. But thank you guys for joining me in this very scary edition of our Semojo Homestead adventures. Let's hope that we got it out of the garden this time and we don't have to worry about it again. Thank you guys for joining me. If you got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Until next time, guys, have a great week and be blessed.